A central tenet of Waldorf education is the importance of the 9 to 10 year change. It was Rudolf Steiner who first pointed to this, and in what follows, we will try to give a schematic picture based on many Steiner lectures of what constitutes the deeper meaning of this change between ages 9 and 10. The human being seems indivisible and inviolable. However, as Rudolf Steiner pointed out, to the clairvoyant, entering the deeper nature of the human being, a complicated and interwoven group of bodies seem to appear. It was Steiner's task to tease out these bodies in a scientific way, separate them enough so that they could be studied individually as well as in their interactions with one another. And the fourfold picture of the human being that he gave helps us understand the child, for it's a picture in time as well as in space. The etheric or life body is an important member of the human being. It develops during the first 7 years of life, and it's very connected to all the forces that stream towards the child from the past. Heredity, spirituality, and a host of other forces are connected with this body. And in particular, it manifests as an anabolic force building up the human organism. It manifests as the human immune system as we grow older. It is active in every human being when we are in deep sleep, while during wakefulness, as it meets the astral body, thinking can arise in our nature. So the etheric body plays a huge role in the education of the child for the first 7 years of life, and a strong role as well up to about 4th to 5th grade, when the astral body comes into force. The astral body, or the soul body, comes from a different direction. Though it is part of the child's nature, part of the fullness of the human being, it streams from the future, has a completely different time signature. It streams to meet the etheric body. It is its opposite in every way. It is catabolic, breaking things down within us. It manifests very often as illness when it works most strongly. It is most active when the human being is awake. And when it works together with the etheric body in sleep, we dream. Here is a schematic, greatly simplified picture of the working together of the astral and etheric bodies. Once again, we see how Steiner added the element of time, of development of these higher members, to the picture of the human being given since time immemorial in the great perennial wisdom of the past. We see how the etheric, moving from the past, joins with the astral, which is streaming from the future. We see these crossings that occur at critical times and that affect the consciousness of the child, which is always changing. So when the forces from the future meet the forces from the past, when the astral body and the etheric body seem to meet and almost collide head-on, then we have that important time in the human being where anabolism and catabolism, upbuilding and downbuilding are occurring, and the 9-year, 10-year change occurs. We can see how it manifests right at that crossing point. So this is what we see in the 3rd to 4th grader, a time where the etheric is failing and the astral is growing in strength. How can we bring balance? This is what the Waldorf curriculum asks at these critical grades.